Hi guys, it's Stacy here. I am a video making machine right now. But I just got new equipment. I got a new tripod so you're not sitting on my bed so you can sit in front of me. I got new memory cards and a new camera and I'm just feeling so good. And I finally figured out how to not make it so tiny. I'm new at this, guys, so don't like patronize me too much. And if you want to see videos in the future, please subscribe and hit that like button because it really helps me a lot. Anyway, on to the review. I got this at Kohl's after Christmas shopping, like I said, and it is by the brand name Bliss. And I had never heard of the brand Bliss, and I was just really fascinated by it. And the palette looked super cute, and you get quite a bit back because it's called the You Shade My Day face palette, and you get quite a bit. In this palette, it was half off. You get a nice mirror on top. It's not glass. It's this really cheap plastic. And you get this palette here. And it comes with 8 eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer, a lip gloss, and a mascara. And we're going to go ahead and try and swatch these babies for you. But I don't expect much, to be honest. Some of these are just fascinating. I love and hate this palette, and I will tell you why here in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the top 4 eyeshadows. Here we go. Okay, so here is Bottoms Up. Here is Bottoms Up. You can't really see it too much. Here is Penny and the Jets. Here is the Dust Rose Woman. I'm sorry you're shaking because you're on my knee. And this is Puttin' on the Glitz. And those are the shimmer shades for this palette. The other shades are all matte. And I'm going to try to do them on the back of my hand. Do this. I'm going to swatch the other ones really quick for you guys. And we're going to move on from this. All the shimmer ones were 2 swipes. And I'm going to do the same with the matte ones as well. Is Yuju Ikru. You cannot see it on my hand at all. This is Call Me Coco. This is Forget About It. And this is the Little Black Dress, which is amazeballs. My camera's about ready to die. Okay, sorry guys, my battery died and I'm gonna have to probably make this quick because I only had it charging for a few minutes. Also, I'm just having a bit of issues. My tripod, trying to figure out how to get it set. But I think we're good now. Okay, so the last thing we talked about, I believe, was the matte eyeshadows. And I was talking about this black one that's incredible. It was really good. But we'll move on to the bronzer and the blush. And the blush is called Son of a Peach. I like that a lot, that name. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I'll try to swatch it on the back of my hand here for you guys. Yeah. Frick, okay. It's just, everything's going great, guys. I always revert to that accent, and I have no idea, and I don't even know what accent it is. I don't even think it is one. I just think I made it up one day, and then boom, it's become part of me. So here we go. We're going to swatch these. These are really, they're soft, but the pigmentation is honestly, ooh, okay, well that one's good. The pigmentation, that's the blush. It's kind of a peachy blush, and then the bronzer, which is a pretty warm bronzer. It has a little bit of, it had an overspray of glitter, but I don't actually think it has a little bit of glitter in it. The blush is pretty matte, so that is Son of a Peach and Summer Fling. And then we'll move into these little bits here. Try to get the eyeshadow and the mascara out. Okay, so the eyeshadow, good lord, I am just not doing good today. I say that every day. I just don't do good every day. This is the Mauvin Right Along. I'm sorry, that just caught me off guard. And it smells a little minty. And when I have worn this, I'm not going to put it on now because I have a matte lipstick on. But when I did wear it, it did feel a little plumping. So that's good. This is not, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to build up the pigmentation so you guys can see. It's not a super pigmented lip gloss. This is just a true plain Jane lip gloss. The cap didn't go on very great, so that's nice. It's kind of cockeyed. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of like... Okay, anyway. Yeah, it has a little bit of a minty in it, and that's the lip gloss, if you guys can see that. It's just a glittery, reddish lip gloss. Yeah, that's all I can do to describe it as. And then the mascara is just in the thick of it, and it's just black. The mascara caught me off guard. For starters, I'll tell you why. You pull it out, and look at all that mess. Like, the product gets everywhere. There's no kind of like stopper in this, so when I put it back in, it collects mascara and then it kind of like comes out, kind of like squirts out a little bit, which is not fun. But if you kind of like pull it out, and as you're pulling it out, press up against there, then you have one side of the brush you can use and really just get in there and put it on, and it works well for your bottom lashes. This is a really black mascara, which is good. It's great. I like a nice black mascara. Also, it is pretty nice. I was kind of surprised. I'm not sure if it's waterproof. I don't really know. But in general, this is just a really nice mascara. I was so surprised. If the packaging was just a little bit better, this would actually be probably one of my favorite mascaras. I have to say that. I know. It's just, it's really nice though. I mean, I have pretty thick eyelashes anyway. But yeah, I really liked it. But now back to the eyeshadow review, because I didn't finish that because my battery died, and it's about ready to die again. Anyway, these are some of the best / worst eyeshadows I've used. This black one is the best black eyeshadow I've ever used. I have a lot of experience with kind of semi-shitty eyeshadows. I've tried e.l.f., not saying e.l.f. was shitty, but e.l.f., some of them aren't great. But I've dealt with e.l.f., MAC Studios, which isn't bad. Max, I did not say MAC. I've dealt with Wet n Wild, LA Colors, NYC. I've dealt with multiple drugstore brands, Dollar Tree brands of eyeshadow. I have quite a bit of experience with eyeshadows that are just cheap and not good. And two of these eyeshadows are the worst eyeshadows I have ever seen in my whole life. And one of them is this guy. I will run my finger across, and can you see how little pigmentation even came off on my finger? It's so dry, it's hard, and it just is not good. Let me see if I can get a little bit more of a view for you there. Gosh, am I not going to be able to get you to sit up now? But yeah, it's hard. And then when I swipe it on my finger, look how much comes off. Like, literally nothing comes off. It's not opaque. It's not good. It's worst eyeshadow I've ever used. Even wet, it's not that great. It's overall just very bad, and it doesn't stay on either. I've tried to use that white as wet, pressing my finger in it, like digging it in there and just swiping it on, and it just... The other one is this one. It's dry, it's chalky, and it's just too light. If they wanted it to be a highlight shade, you need to have more pigmentation than what comes off on this. Nothing hardly comes off. I'm swirling my finger in there. Again, if you try to use a brush in this, you're going to get nothing. I'm swirling a finger in there, and I got a decent amount of product, but if you put this on your hand, it pretty much just disintegrates and goes away. And I understand that I have light skin, very light skin, but I can't even see, like, anything on there at all. Now, this one, Call Me Coco, Forget About It, and Little Black Dress are incredible. I use those for my looks today with a little bit of Rose Dust Woman as well, this kind of light rosy shade. And I love it. I love those colors. Those colors are fantastic. If you wet down Rose Dust Woman, the one that I said is so light, it doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, you get a beautiful pigmentation with it. Forget About It and Call Me Coco are also super pigmented, and then you got little black dress over here just controlling the whole thing. They're gorgeous. And these matte shades and the Rose Dust Woman are really good when it comes to staying on. I'm not wearing a primer right now, and they stayed on pretty good. It's kind of smeared a little bit because I touch my eyes a lot. It's kind of smeared a little bit. And not that much. Not that much. It just looks a little funny on camera, which is strange, but it looks great in person. Oh, so good. Let me just... Yeah, it looks fine in person, but you're seeing it on the camera, and I think it looks translates so funny. Let me check my bronzer and blush and see how well they're staying. The bronzer and the blush are staying a decent amount as well, so I mean, I'm pretty pleased. The bronzer is really nice. I like the bronzer a lot. I'm surprised how much I like it, just to dust it in my cheeks there. The blush is nice. I've had better blushes, but it's a nice blush. And I think I'm going to depan or take these pans out and put it in like a Z palette or something of these 5 here. This, I didn't really talk about Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up is a nice eyeshadow. It's just not a color that I use a lot. Sorry, I kind of forgot about that guy. And he's just a yellowy color, and it's just, meh. It's not a color I feel like a lot of people like. But I think I'm going to depot these 3 here and these 2 here, maybe this one too, just to kind of like, I don't know, not waste this palette. And then I'm going to take these 2 out as well, and honestly throw these 2 away, because these are the worst eyeshadows I've ever used. If those are any inclination to what this brand is, if these 4 are flukes that just happen on accident, as this is the basic quality of this brand, I would recommend never buying this brand ever, because no. This originally was $34, and I was like, no, I was not going to buy that. I don't know this brand, and I don't feel like a lot of people know this brand, so I was like, $34 for a palette that you get 6 eyeshadows. I mean, you could just add 20 bucks on that and get a naked palette, or add about 17 or something, I'm not good with math, and get a semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. This is not worth the $34, and I was like, no. But when I saw that it was on sale for half off, and I paid $17 for this, I was like, I'm gonna try it. It's worth a review, am I right? It's worth a review, even though this probably won't be a very popular video considering the fact that who knows what Bliss is. But, yeah. So there you go, guys. The unconventional brand. If you want to see, you know, more cheap, inexpensive makeup that I've found and that I really love, keep watching, because that's the kind of videos that I like to do. I might have a few little high-end little diddly-doos that I'm going to throw in there, and if you would like to see those again, like, subscribe, hit that like button, let me know, leave a comment, whatever you want. I love to hear from you guys. But they're going to be few and far in between. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it unless I get them from Haute Look, which is an amazing site. But, yeah. Anyway, this is it for this video. I'm sorry if this ran a little long. I just kind of get on a rampage when it comes to palettes and just all that junk. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!